Baker's Pub. It's the Baker's Pub podcast. It's the Baker's Pub podcast. And sometimes Watto's here too.
Welcome to another episode of the Baker's Punk Podcast. How you going? I'm Sean the Baker.
And I'm Watto. And this is episode 53.
53?
Should I say /3 with me in it? Just
well,
the intro bit.
And the intro says, what does the intro say? The one that you just did. And sometimes Watto's here as well. Is that what it says?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's sick. That come up pretty cool.
Truth.
I've even had someone mention today that it was a bit of an upgrade.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, right. How you been?
Thanks for that. I've been good. Well, I've been sick,
not
but I've
really.
been good.
You fucking had man flu.
I got a head cold, but I mean, it doesn't mean I'm bad. I'm just I've had 3 days off. I haven't left that. Well, I've worked today, but I had 3 days and didn't leave the house from Friday, so it's actually been quite nice because I haven't moved. I mean, I moved last couple of weeks back, and I haven't had a weekend where I can just chill. And this was the weekend, even though I spent most of the time doing nothing and writing jingles.
What I hated is they called it the man flu, and I'm like, at work, there's so many people away all the time, and they're back the next day, and there's nothing completely wrong. They're, I'm homesick, I'm not at work today. I'm like, you look fine today. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't get it, Watto. I don't get it. Yeah,
man. If you want a day off, just get a positive COVID test, man, and then you get a week off. I'll Photoshop one for you.
I don't even know why people test anymore. It's just fucking ridiculous.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
And I always say, if you're that sick, just stay fucking home. Who cares? You don't need to test.
Some jobs still have like COVID leave. So
really?
if you get paid by not your sick pay. So it's kind of like, well, it might as well just do a test.
Oh,
but
that's fucked.
I don't know.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So your weekend was full of snivelly nose and doing fuck all.
Yeah, man. It was pretty chill. I enjoyed it. I tried to get out in the sun as much as possible for that D, bro. But
a bit of vitamin D.
It's still cold out. Yeah.
Bit of vitamin D.
Yeah. How about you, mate? How was your week?
Yeah, well, my week was pretty good. I was busy. Just busy fucking photos and fucking editing podcasts because it's a week.
Yeah,
it's not just now. It's not the audio. I'm trying to do the video as well, which I think I'm getting quicker at.
Yeah.
But as I keep saying that, we are tidying up, and it's going to take us a little while to get it to a little niche, little fucking gem where we're going. Go, no more fucking around. We got it set.
Yeah,
but I did go to I went and saw Rat Salad on Saturday, who are of course on P Records.
Nice shirt.
And they were playing in it was called the Paddock something, I don't know, but it was pretty cool. There's heaps cool acts. There was a band there called Refeeder from Jero as well, and they were fucking cool. They had like shorts with their ass cut out, and then they took their shirts off and they had nipple fucking tassels. It was so good. They were good. They were good in Rat Salad, and I had a chat to Ken, the guitarist, and we were talking about just fucking shit and about his trip because he just got back from Europe just the other day, last week. So yeah, and I took my son. I'm pretty sure he was bored as fuck. But that's okay. It might not be his thing, but he didn't know any of the songs, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But apart from that, fucking hounded by emails, just with work and fucking photo shit, and fucking leave me alone. I'm busy.
Busy. 4 jobs, man.
4 jobs, 50 jobs. But what I am going to do if you go see on YouTube, I'm actually going to insert. It's only a minute clip of Rat Salad playing. Why not? I want to see it right now.
You. I never trust my town ever again. And it's a bitch. Boy, you little fuck. I ain't in my town who fucked me up. Only fix the leakings out outside. No drip. Must have wiped the boys, because when they came inside, wonderful hugs. It was an invasion. And the blood said, what's all with my privacy? Just in got me that is flying with a full box over time. Fighting and fighting again. Fighting and fighting again. Playing in my childhood, fuck me up. Queensland, pulling on my skin.
So it
Said it was cold.
was fucking freezing, mate. The my son, I don't know, did I tell you a story about my son? Said it was smoky.
Uh,
Did I tell you that one?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one though.
Yeah.
He's there and he's going to me. He's going, because it was cold. We're out in the fucking paddock under the stars, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, it's cold." I mean, he goes, "It's smoky here." I'm like, going, "Oh, what do you mean?" I'm looking around, going, "What the fuck does he mean it's smoky? There's no smoke." And then about 5 minutes later, he looks at me and goes, "Oh, Dad, it's my breath," because it was. And he'd never. He's nearly 15, and he'd never seen his own breath like smoke.
Yeah.
So he must have just been standing there and just slowly coming up around his face. I was
Wild.
like, "You're a fucking tosser."
It's nice that you can live somewhere that you don't get that in a normal year.
Well, we don't.
Yeah.
It was only the fact we were inland about half an hour, 35 minutes away. So
Yeah.
that was sweet. But yeah, that was about me. I didn't really do much else. I didn't do any housework or anything this week. But I do have to go and do an oil change in my car.
Ooh.
My car flashes at me when my oil dilution is too high. So
Right.
assholes.
Flush it.
Yeah, just give her a service, mate.
Yeah, I got to take mine for service too, actually.
What do you mean take?
Well, you can't get the Kia warranty if I take it to someone to service it for me.
I just fucking do it myself. I used to take
Yeah.
it it used to cost me like $600 just for an oil change. I'm like, fuck you,
Yeah.
can't get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love working on cars though. I'd love to work
Oh.
on cars though.
Yeah.
So
Fifth
but-
job, man. Mechanic.
I do. I was actually meant to go out there before today. I just got held up. I got to fix me fucking front headlight and shit. So it pissed me off.
Mm.
I have to give it the old bang, like fucking go on, you prick in the morning. Oh, here comes the cat.
You're out of control. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Hey, let's get into what are we going to call the section? The finds of the week.
Finds of the week.
And we
Yeah,
didn't want to go. Well,
call it better.
Yeah,
Give us some ideas.
Yeah,
all
we
the
want some
fans out
ideas,
there.
some better ideas for finds of the week. Now we don't want to call it new releases because I found like bands that released albums last year that I've never heard. The cat's come say hello. I don't know if he's fucking crazy cat. Sit down.
The whole cat looks like it was an earthquake just then, eh?
Yeah, he fucking jumped. What did the whole thing?
The whole thing is.
Here he comes. Oh, hey, boys.
Hey.
Say hello.
Aw.
Oh, little sookie.
Look at that.
Sit down. Yeah. So we this week we're just going to call it the finds of the week. I went first last week, so you can go first this week, Watto.
All right.
What do you got? Who'd you find?
Well, I'll start with my second favorite because
well, you
we
gotta
got to leave the big banger till the end.
Oh yeah, but see, I've actually left it. I haven't got favorites, but I've probably left there was one that I think if I'd found earlier, I would have put it up.
Yeah.
For song of the week. What are we going to call that? But yeah, go. Sorry.
Okay, well, let's not do I'll just start with the
go.
list that I have. So
go.
the first one I'll mention is a band called Easy Out.
Yeah.
Where are they? So they released a song this week called Reading Rainbow, which was a minute long, and I later learned that it was actually a theme from a TV show in the US that like a learning show that aired for like 23 years. I'd never heard of it or whatever. So it was a bit of a
like Play School or
maybe I don't
or Sesame Street.
Yeah, but anyway, they released like a 1 minute version of that. But they actually released a song last week too called "Get Off My Lawn."
Oh yeah,
and they're Southern California, and they like in their little bio thing, they're like, oh, for anyone who's getting on and starting to rehash their teenage years in their band and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is my band too. Like this is what we do. And they sort of only have a few songs up there.
Yeah.
But they're pretty punky and there's a bit of lead guitar thing, like lots of sort of lead stuff in there. I don't know if someone was into a bit of glam or like a bit of sort of, I don't know, echoey solo rock music and stuff
like
as well.
80s,
Because
like
yeah,
80s
man,
glam.
they like shred, man. Like they're really
love
good.
that shit though.
And I used to listen to a band years and years ago when I worked at JB Hi-Fi that one of my mates told me to listen to called Create a Void, and they're like a hardcore sort of band, but Mike is one of the guitarists from that band who is in this band too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a notable thing to mention because I liked that band years ago.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know if they're still around. But yeah, Get Off My Lawn is a normal song, or normal song, a 2 or 3 minute normal length song that's not a jingle for a TV show. But you know, it's a bit of fun either way. Their whole catalogue's pretty good too.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, so I'll start there. Do you want me to keep going with mine, or do
Yeah,
you want to
you-
do one for one?
Oh, hey, we'll do one for one this week. Let's
Yeah,
fucking mix this
okay.
shit
Yeah,
up.
oh, no one can guess what we're doing,
We're
including
fu-
us.
What the fuck are we doing? I've got a band. They are from Germany called Farewell Signs.
Mm.
So good. The song that I come across was while they portray. They're a 5-piece hardcore band. Their album Dead Body Language came out in 23. It's 11-song EP. It's just classic grunty double kick. Like when you hear the start, you'll just be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And it just goes. It's quite a long song. I think it's things like 4 minutes. But the whole album's quite like through the hardcore metal sort of change. But there's a song in there that I really really like, and it's called "The Match the Spark," and it reminds me of a Pantera song.
Oh yeah, jeez.
But it's got the hardcore sort of tunes to it.
Yeah.
So they were a cool find today, and that's why when I said to you this week, I was like, "Can we just make it like good finds?" Because that was last year, and I was like, "Fuck."
Right.
But they've done there's not really much on the socials and stuff about them, but yeah, that song While They Betray is it's sick, man.
As long as you trust in yourself and not in a fool, we can grow and sharpen our mind. No one can say we haven't seen it coming. Lost without care, there's nothing to gain. So let's shine a light on the darkest days. Do we uphold our vanishing home? At least we try. While they betray common values, support social division, mutual respect, the words we say. We must not be silent. No, we can wait. They stir up fear, and they tear apart. They take the ones from us that we once lost. Weapons crumble when friendships break. Weapons crumble when friendships And we know we've lost a friend. Agitation stole our friends. Deep inside we are the same. I won't let go. We are the same. I won't let go. Will you take the bait? When the bait is poison. Will you take the bait? When the bait is poison. The terror comes. Us spreading poison. The terror comes. Us spreading poison.
So good.
Sick. That sounds good.
Yep.
Cool. Well, in keeping with the German theme,
Yep.
I found a band from Germany called Hollywood Surrender, but as in Hollywood Surrender, if
Oh,
she
okay.
was needed to. But yeah, Hollywood Surrender. The track was called Feel Alive, and they're signed to SBAM, I think it's pronounced, which is
Or
an
spam. I always say
it's an
spam.
Spam, yeah. It's an Austrian label, and they are playing a festival at the end of the year, which Friends or Ron's actually playing as well
Oh, who are
in
they?
Austria. Don't
Whose
know.
friends were them? Or some
Don't know.
random Aussie band.
Some Austrian band, Australian. Yeah,
Good
maybe
day,
they
mate.
signed up for a tour. They didn't realize it was in Austria, but has actually thought it was in Australia.
Probably.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, Hollywood Surrender, Feel Alive, and they're from Hamburg.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, that will be my second one of the week.
Yeah, nice. Did you listen to the latest podcast with Benny,
The one from yesterday.
the boy detective?
Yeah.
What did you think of that one?
So I enjoyed, I reckon, the first half of it.
Yep.
And then I fell asleep because it was getting late. And so this morning I got up. This morning I woke up.
Don't say that.
It's not
Benny's
'cause it
been
was-
like, he'd be like, "Oh fuck, am I that boring?" Carry on.
I loved all the things you said in the whole podcast, but
Which
I only
was
listened
fuck
to
all.
the first half of it. He was talking about what his parents used to listen to and him,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, this is like my life too.
Yeah, it is.
Like
That's
all
what I
the
thought.
same, yeah, the Pink
Yep.
Floyd and all that. Anyway, so yeah, I listened to that, and then this morning I woke up at like 8 or something, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll put it on, and I may have fallen asleep again.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, so it's on the. I'm just gonna go again and have a crack later tonight.
Yeah,
probably,
I
and
can
get it all.
understand because he's
But yeah,
he's such a good spokesman, you know.
Yeah.
And you did get like mesmerized by the way he talks, eh? It's just like
Yeah,
he's just such
well
fluent,
spoken.
and I'm just like, I wish I could speak like that. I'm fucking
Right.
just.
You should just become a front man, and then you get used to it. I don't know.
Well-
He's a singer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a singer, as he said. Oh, well, you might not have got to that part, but what part did you get up to?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. He was
Fucking-
talking about the stuff he liked, the music he listened to, and then
Oh,
but
yeah.
I listened to more than that, but I can't remember, so I'm just gonna go back.
Oh
and-
well, yeah, fucking
again.
well. Hey, I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up to. I had a couple of listeners write in. They said to ask you about your SC.
Drew said that.
Yeah, and Ricardo, and so
Oh,
I
did
try.
they?
So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to guess. Is it stock car, Snapchat, social capital, subscriber content, silly cunt, or small cock? Which one is it?
Oh, let's just go with the last one.
Oh, small cock.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's been called a few different things over the time. Super cock.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
yeah,
oh, there you go.
that's-
Yeah.
Let's just go with that, eh?
I think all the bands sort of like they're all friends with me now on Facebook and stuff. The whole
Oh, yeah.
band. So am I
Nice.
like am I like the new member?
Oh, the fifth member of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So what part would I have? Would I become singer?
Senior.
No, singer. Like
Oh,
would I
singer.
would I take over your job or what?
If you want, man, you didn't
But-
even
but
do
the
any
thing is- but the
recording in
thing
the
is-
jingle. You got to send me some vocals, man.
Yeah, well, you gotta give me a jingle to put vocals for. But
Yeah,
but the
alright.
thing, but if I become the fifth member and I'm the singer, then we can only do covers. Like because I've got a stutter, so it has to be like Tracy Chapman. What's that song? You got to run, 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 run. What's that song? Or is that the one? And then there's that fucking computer one that in the 80s. It's like computer games. See, I can see. You gotta have ones that start. See,
That's pretty good. Maybe you could stand on the stage and just yell out freaking stand-up comedy, like with those jokes, mate.
That's why they write those songs. It's for me, for people who stutter, because then we can sing and not feel ashamed that we're actually stuttering, but that you don't know we are. I actually quite like that Tracy Chapman song. I don't know. I like all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had to bring that up. So I made a whole complete fucking list of shit.
Yeah. It's like all these people wrote in, and it was just two dudes from my band.
I know. They'll love it. But I'm glad
so good.
Funny cunts.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this fucking music shit.
Yeah.
My next band, so we've gone German, we've been the first one. The next one went Japan. It's a band called Smash Up. So much reminds me of High Standard, and that's why I was just like, I was gripped straight away. The song is called We Be All Right. It's called We Be All Right. It's not We'll Be All Right. It's We Be All Right. It's a 8-song LP. The album's a 8-song LP that came out in March this year. They just released I think it was just the other day, a new single called Chord, and that's catchy as fuck as well. I couldn't find much about them at all. But that song We Be All Right, it's just got that catchy, what High Standard sounds like. Almost identical.
Yonks, man. Yeah.
Almost, but probably more poppy.
Yeah, okay.
Probably more the poppy side of it. We're fucking High Standard, they're probably more scatty fasty than the poppy. But Smash Up, they are just a cool jig that I liked, and I was like, fuck, that's like High Standard, but with a bit of poppiness.
Yeah.
So that was another one. Yep, Karen.
All right. Well, in keeping with the Japanese theme,
I
don't have a Japanese band, but I have a band called Zebrahead, who we've previously mentioned, and they're huge in Japan, man.
Oh,
they play tons of show, and I
knew you were going to do that, so I left that one off my list.
Yeah. Oh man, and I don't know, you only said last week they'd had another sort of new singer, because I listened to them from way back.
Yeah,
as we mentioned last week or whatever.
And you didn't know that they had a new singer.
Nah, who's been new for like 3 years now. Yeah, because he sounds a lot like that middle guy.
He does.
But
pretty close.
The music though is heavier. Like all the music has started. More riffs, and sort of this new one, Pulling Teeth, sort of real chunky and all that sort. And good, so they've still got the rap vibes, but it's like they have released new stuff all last year, and then they release the singles, and then there's 5 of them, so it becomes an EP, and then it's like album 3 part 2, and now there's a 12 songs there. And I'm not really sure if it's all building to be one giant album, or this is a new single, or it's part of that.
It's hard sometimes. It's like
the artwork all kind of looks the same, so I feel like it's all
it's gonna be an album, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so, but there's already like a whole bunch there, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard because it's like some of them, like I think it was what's that band called? Chilled Monkey Brains. They literally released all their singles, and when I interviewed you, I was like, I literally had you down as one of my albums of the year, because you released like 10 singles out of 12. And I love them all. So you're out, and then you release the album like, well, there's only 2 songs that I hadn't heard. But there's a lot of bands that are doing that, and as we say, content is king.
That's it.
But that's why we, at the moment, do 2 fucking episodes a week.
Yeah, I guess you can pitch like one song at a time on your release. So I guess if you keep doing, like, I know, I think it's Dead All Right, I think they're called.
Dead All Right,
Canada, something. And they did it, and they've done it up to 10 or 12 songs as well. Like every song is released, and it comes, but it's kind of cool because they have like the album artwork there. Like there's 9 or 10 different ones. So that's cool. But it's like, it looks like they have 10 albums on their thing. But
it's
I
like,
guess
and it's like Lee from Hike the Peak. He released his in two lots of 5.
Two at a time. Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
had named each single different. Then all the singles made the title of the album.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool.
And that's what I said to Lee. Fuck me. It wasn't
That's
until
genius.
I was almost talking to him. And I
Yeah.
went, oh, good album. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you fucking got it. So yeah,
That's
that
cool.
was sick, eh? So
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
Genius.
yeah, some of the fucking things they come up with. I wonder what he's gonna do
Yeah.
next. Did you
Little
hear?
puzzle.
Did you hear? I don't know. You probably don't follow him, but he released like the music for one of his new songs, and it was fucking good, man.
Just
'Cause
like the instrumental type.
Yeah, because he does
Yep.
all that, and then he sends it off for a band lead singer to sing.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool.
And well, to write their own lyrics and write a song for it.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
fucking,
sick.
it's yeah, fuck. It's like whoa. Oh yeah, he sounds like he's frothing about his next fucking releases. Anyway,
Yeah, cool.
me to go away.
Yeah.
I'm going down the
Scar Road.
Scar Road. Kill Lincoln released a single. I'm fine. Only 2 days ago, well, 3 days ago, August 2nd. They, you know who Kill Lincoln are.
I know the name, but I
Fuck,
haven't
they've
listened to
been
much
around
of their
for
music.
ages, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they're up there with one of the top ska bands in the world. They have to be. They're out of Washington DC. It's actually, the single is actually off an album that's going to be released on 27th of September called No Normal, and I agree, no cunt's normal. Yeah, so
What is
that
normal?
yeah, what is normal?
Mhm.
Is anything normal? So yeah, that's just a typical catchy single that I expect from poppy ska band. I even read somewhere today, someone was like, oh my god, it just takes me back to like the 90s where like Less Than Jake and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are probably doing a little bit better than Less Than Jake lately. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But carry on. Yeah, so I'm good.
All right. Well, I won't go with Less Than Jake.
I said it.
That's the segue. But yeah,
I
I like the Less Than Jake single before this one, but that was still out. Walking Pipe Bomb. But
Yep.
no. Let's
No, go.
dabble in something else for now. There's one. There's a band called In Balance, and when I searched them, there are a couple of bands called In Balance, but In Balance
it's hard-
CA
it's
came
hard.
up because they're in California. Oh, they're in Bakersfield, California.
Did I've got them on my list somewhere.
Oh yeah, Vertigo is the song, but I
Um,
listened to heaps. They had an EP last year that I was just cranking as well.
In Balance.
And that was pretty good. They're signed to Happy Hauntings Record, which is an independent one from California. It said established 2023, so I don't know if that's been around longer than that. But
okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
In Balance with Vertigo was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was sort of poppy punk one. It wasn't sort of as edgy, I don't think, as sort of some of the other ones from today's list, but I thought it was quite catchy, and it made me listen to all their music. So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar, that band. I'm pretty sure I've given them a bit of a run. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
they had they had an album and maybe 2 albums before that, so you probably have.
Is there a better reason to quit? If what you want isn't what you get. This was supposed to be the last scene I made, but the frame is upside down. And my head low when I do fade, like the feeling I miss, but I wish I never knew. And now I think it's too late to put it away, like I always do. Waiting out this place, I feel abandoned. The cold is right beside me where you left it. You remind me of a song that I write and read.
you know,
Yeah.
all the bands that I'm finding. So
I know, it was funny. We'll get to that in a minute.
oh
Hey,
man.
I've got a next band here. This band's called Unfinished Grounds. Now, I've been listening for a few days. They actually tagged me without, I couldn't see that I was tagged, but they tagged me, so that's why I went and listened. They're a band out of Portugal, and they've actually just messaged me while we've been doing this. Well, not so much we've been doing this, but we've been on this. We started to chat before the podcast. The song is called Empty Games, and he's written me an explanation about the song. It was released on streaming networks during the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, aimed to raise awareness of the fact that modern society is moving in the opposite direction to the values defended by Olympians. Fucking me and my words.
That's the right word. Olympians?
No,
It's not.
no.
Actually says Gregory.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Olympianism.
Olympianism.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that was a
ISM.
word anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Life is full. Life is a box full of games, and we're forced to play some, and many. We choose to play others, and ideally, we should be able to create our own game. You can understand what he's trying to say. So here, unfortunately, more and more people choose to create life empty games devoid of individuality and humanitarian destiny. So yeah, pretty. You don't see me fucking. It's a sick song. He's probably gonna listen to it, but you know me, whoever listens to this podcast, me in long words, I'm no good at that shit.
It's
But
all right. Got them done in the end.
he also sent me a bio about the band, because they are pretty new.
Yeah.
Born at the end of 2023 in Portugal. It's a DIY project. Unfinished Ground is melodic punk rock, skate punk band. The lyrics are full of social political messages with an attitude of protest, anti-war, and humanitarian appreciation. The melodic tones draws its influences from California and Swedish punk rock style of the 90s, being a
Sick.
very recent project. They released their first EP, Reset and Reclaim, in the beginning of 2024, followed by the singles Sorry and Empty Games. It consists of vocalist and guitarist. Name's going to be hard. I'll miss out the name because they're all Portuguese names, and I ain't going down that road. But I'll be in trouble. But they're a 4-piece anyway.
Yeah.
And our band's mission is, above all, to convey a positive message to humanity through the styles of music we love most. Seriously, apart from me trying to speak things I haven't read a lot, the way that I did take this before I got that, what I wrote down was, I can hear it like a Swedish sort of like the Descendants, Bad Religion sort of sound as well. And it's actually fucking good. It's
cool.
Really, really good. And he's actually just sent me the wave. Yeah, he sent me the song to play, so we'll be playing it
legend
right now.
Repassing, you know it's so easy
Yeah. So sorry to those guys that I'm not a very good speaker. But seriously fucking sick, man. I can't wait to see what these guys do. If you love Bad Religion, Descendant sort of style and sound, then you're gonna love these guys. Amping.
Sick. I'll have a listen.
Yep.
Have you been watching much Olympics?
Haven't had time, mate. I did see that guy's big cock fucking. Did you see that?
I've literally seen nothing about the Olympics except
from
for
that?
a dude who is a girl punching out some other girl who's
oh,
not,
yeah.
but he apparently is, and
Yeah.
then all the stuff about how gay the
Opening ceremony was?
opening ceremony, and then Gojira was sick, but then everyone's like hating on him for being Satan's music, and then the dude lost
With the
the fucking
Oh,
pole.
well. Fuck, mate. As I said to the guys at work, the
Is that
girls
a
at work,
win still?
I don't know, but exactly what I said to the girls. I said to the girls, I said, you would be proud. You'd be like, yeah, that was my cock. I'm sorry, it's so big. I didn't strap it to my leg. He should have strapped it. No, he couldn't run because it would pull him out of his fucking socket. But
Yeah. Not many friggin' pole vaulters use two poles in one go, do they?
but it was so obvious, and
dumb.
it was so. And I said to Gil, man, I wouldn't be I'd be stuck. Well, you wouldn't be. It looked fucking big. I'm just gonna say that. I was like, fuck me, you're a horse, mate. But I did watch a little bit of the BMX the other day.
Oh yeah.
Only because the Aussie guy was in, and that's all I've watched. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. I saw a bit of like the 3-on-3 half court basketball, which looked kind of fun, and then
Yep.
I think there was a kid on the sunny coast that competed in the skateboarding, and I'm not sure how well they went, but it was like, I don't know, it's achievement to be there, right?
Oh,
So
100%.
good on them, especially a young age or whatever. So
Yeah.
kudos to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about all I've seen either as well. So
Yeah. But
good times.
yeah.
Anyway.
But carry on, you.
Yeah, I don't have anything that relates to the Olympics, but
No.
there's a band. I think Ricardo sent me one of their songs, but they had a new album recently called Midfield.
Yes, no, I don't know. Okay. Midfield. What's
Yeah,
the band
it's kind
called?
of a sports thing. Midfield is the name of the band.
Soccer, yeah.
Yeah, the song he sent me was called like Goalkeeper or something like that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, something like that. We watched him play soccer on Tuesday night. And I think that's when I
what
got
position
sick.
does he
But
play? So what position?
he's a winger, I think.
Forward.
Yeah, forward,
Left or right?
wing. Where did he play? Oh, I better get this right. I think he's on the left. And man, his little legs freaking moving around, man. He's freaking running, bro. Yeah. But it was Drew and I went down there on Tuesday night, and he had some of those pants with the ass cut out of him, and the nipple. No, not really.
It wasn't
He was probably
surprising.
jealous that the friggin' refeeder had that. But yeah, we went down there.
I'm so gutted I didn't
Like-
take a picture, eh? There
Yeah.
bound to be pictures out there, eh?
Yeah. Man, I was like rugged up in mass trackies and a beanie and hoodie, and Drew's just there in his little short, tight shorts like usual. And
Getting his
but-
guns out.
man, we got there late because we went to the wrong field, and Ricardo scored this nice chip shot goal, but we missed it.
He
And,
bullshitting you then. He
Yeah,
fell
well,
over and he stubbed his toe and then it rolled past the keeper.
Yeah, I don't know. They won. I think they won the league though, so that was
Oh,
pretty
did
good.
they?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
Oh well,
coming
can't
down
wait
to the
till I
last-
get there one day and we can have a kick around.
Yeah, man,
Kick around.
love to go for a kick. That'd be
Toe poke?
good. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Those are the days. I freaking used to love that, but now I'm so out of shape. You probably run rings around me. Anyway,
Same.
so yeah, Midfield was the band from Pennsylvania. They're like I can't remember, maybe a 5-piece, sort of a easy core, I would say.
Yeah.
Like they're super pop punky, but they have these heavy sections,
Yeah.
bouncy sort of.
How'd that go
like-
again?
Yeah. But yeah, you know, these sort of bouncy sections, lots of clean sections and, you know, polished singing and all that. But yeah, they just have a self-titled album that was released. I think it was last week.
Yep.
But that was pretty catchy. I was jamming that a fair bit this week too. And so they're pretty good. There's a song called I forgot to write it down. I think it's called Southpaw. Where's my little list? Yeah, Southpaw. Okay, so Southpaw and the artist that they feature is a band called Goalkeeper. So maybe that's where. Anyway, mass sport. You watch the Olympics?
I don't watch
yeah.
fucking.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So they were cool, and I listened to them a lot. And
Yeah.
you should go listen to them because they are catchy and bouncy and fun, and it's kind of like what we do with the bouncy, jumpy, freaking
Shit.
Sidelines was the song he sent me, and that's from
yeah.
2021.
Nice.
But yeah,
Sweet.
that's my album, the only album I have this week.
Nice. Well, I had a few albums, but as I said, there's just singles that I come across which I liked. This next band, I reckon you'll fucking froth on these guys.
Yeah, sick. I'm stoked.
So because I love my metal and shit as well, so this song came to me. It came out. It did come out in July. And the start of the song it sort of says, "Give me 2 secs." Because I'm actually going to play it so I can repeat what he says. Give me 2 secs. People keep asking me, but am I back? And it says something like, hang on a sec, I'll go back and play it. So,
how'd it go?
People keep asking if I'm back. And I never had an answer. Now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. And then the music starts, excuse me, and it just goes, like, fucking just gets into it. Like, almost like the, what are you laughing at me for?
I love it, man. I thought I was watching
like,
Rocky or something for a second.
Yeah. And then it just gets into this metalcore sort of shit. Not shit. And I just like going, I even played for Sam yesterday and his eyes lit up. My 15-year-old, well, my 14-year-old son. And then he just sort of changed it again because the singer come and it's like Poppy.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. The band is out of New South Wales, Sydney, I think they are, the lads. The reason why I wanted to do the starting, because they hadn't really released anything since 22. So they've been pretty quiet. Hadn't really released much. They're a band called Only at Movies.
Yeah, right.
Sick. So sick. The song's called Bad News. And it's fucking... If I hadn't already had my song of the week, it would be 100% at the top of my song of the week. And I really wanted to play it because it's catchy as fuck. It's I reckon you'll froth. I reckon you will get off this and you'll go, fuck me. But it's thinking of like 4 Year Strong Day to remember. Captain Chunk sort of style, but without the hardcore lyrics.
Right,
like
the screaming,
but it's just poppy. But it's you know what they're like, how they chop and change. But just fucking heavy chords and shit, and the riffs. It's
awesome.
Fucking.
I'm stoked.
It's fucking good.
Turn it in the pod here, and I'll go listen to it.
Oh, it's so good.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, I'm thinking I'm back.
Was it something I said? Did you take it in the wrong way? This goddamn stress is causing me to have a breakdown, a meltdown. Can someone save me from this verbal catastrophe?
It's so good.
Yeah.
And I've actually messaged the guys and they were like, oh, I can't find how to play it or something, the podcast. So
Yeah.
so that's definitely fucking up there. It's so
Sick.
good. It's so good. I love finding shit that I like. As I said, all these bands this week. Unfinished Grounds is fucking wicked. Smashed Up, good poppy. Japan. Farewell Signs, fucking stoked that I found those guys because they're just
Yeah.
hardcore, like fucking and Kill Lincoln. I've been listening to them for years, and I'm stoked. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Another,
Awesome.
another fucking ripper from those guys. I love me Scaras. If you didn't catch my last episode with Benny from the Boy Detective, fucking that's a good chat, eh? As my mate James said today, he goes, did you actually say anything in that chat?
Yeah.
But it was like that. He just flowed, and
Yeah.
and you just let him go.
Yeah.
Let him
Yeah,
go.
for sure. It's good. People
Yep.
listen to hear them, so it's good.
Yep.
Yeah, sick.
So are we up to number 6? Our song.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I've had 4 or 5. I don't know. I've got 3 others to mention before the number 1 song.
Go for it.
So if you want me to, in keeping with the heavy sort of theme, Evergreen Terrace, man.
Oh damn! I left that for next week. That's so good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jail on Christmas. I didn't have it in there because I was like, it's not the punkiest song. It's
But
actually quite heavy, but it's like the
it's
first one in
heavy.
like 10 years, man.
I know.
It's
That's
so
why
good.
I almost put
And-
it in there too.
Man, I went and saw them at Soul Bar, which is on the Sunshine Coast here.
Yeah.
And they announced a show. It was their last show of their last tour they did here.
Yeah.
And it was on a Sunday night, and they did a whole bunch of dates. And then Good Things got announced on that. The Brisbane Good Things got announced on the same day, like months later. And it was like, man, like surely someone could have known that they could have just put them at Good Things. Anyway, so I had a ticket for Evergreen. I didn't care too much about the Sunny Coast the Good Things lineup.
Yeah.
And so I've never been to a Good Things ever. Anyway, so
We'll get
we'll get to that. And I went to watch them, and there was like 40 people there. And it was like I was like, man, it's like an empty thing. But it was like watching a live practice with Evergreen Terrace.
Wow.
And at the end, we all like got on the stage at the end with them and everything. And it was really cool. But you felt kind of shit because it was their last show or whatever. And they were just like, what are you guys doing here? Like, pretty sure it was like Deftones or something was playing. Not that I've ever been a fan of them, but
see, I love
they
that.
were like, why are people here at our little show compared to a big festival? But it was just so sick because it was like, you know, a situation that you wouldn't normally get, you know, otherwise. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that song is fucking. That's a ripper, eh?
It's
literally, I was tossing up between can't remember, but because I had a couple of hardcore ones in there already.
Yeah.
I think my first one I was like, oh no, I quite like that one. I'll leave because that's Evergreen Terrace. Like I even had it here.
Yeah.
Where am I? There. I had it. And I
Little
went, no.
notepad, so organized.
Yeah, I had it down. I was like, oh, no, I'll leave that one for next week. But anyway, I'll find something else. But yeah, fucking sick, man. It was actually quite funny. My friend Lolly, she's a wedding celebrant. She's always at bands. I've mentioned that before on the show. She's constantly, and she sent me a message last night. And it was a photo of her, and it was Behind Crimson Eyes.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't know they were playing.
Yeah.
Because she was at story of the year. We're playing.
Yeah, that was last night here, I think.
No, in Perth.
I was in Perth last night.
I'm gathering she's in Perth unless she's over in fucking.
I know their Brisbane show was a Sunday,
Oh,
so
hang on.
maybe it's this. Maybe it's this Sunday. I shouldn't probably know that.
Hang on, give me a sec. I'll fucking double check me fucking.
I know Darren from Fake News asked me if I'd go with him, so hopefully it's this Sunday.
Yeah, well, story of the year. So
yeah, man.
So Sense and Fail played as well.
Yep. They're playing albums,
Behind
hey,
Crimson
like
Eyes.
yeah.
I'm not sure, but I saw Behind Crimson Eyes at the PCYC here.
Oh yeah.
And the gig I'm pretty sure I've talked about it, the band got kicked off stage.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't them. It was I Killed the Prom Queen. They stopped it.
Yep.
Right. I think there's even one of my episodes titled "Getting Kicked Off Stage."
Oh.
And I talk about that show because it went fucking viral because
right.
Triple J they interviewed I
What
Killed the Prom
episode?
Queen.
Yeah.
Fucking I
Deep
don't
cut.
know.
We'll go back and have a listen to it.
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, and they got dished on Triple J like Geraldton did. They were just like, don't fucking go there, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was
wowzers.
like,
Yeah, brutal.
yeah. So good things have been like putting heaps up on Facebook lately. In the last couple of days, I'm like, everyone's just like, fucking just tell us the lineup. We just want to
Yeah.
know the lineup, and it's getting late because it's December.
Do you think it just generates mass chatter and like it generates like views and shit by not actually like just like stringing people along?
like cock teasing?
Yeah, honey
yeah.
dicking people.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%. But
Yeah.
they were saying that most of their lineups have been announced June, July. So
Yeah.
we're in August now.
Yeah.
But you've got to
Hell.
realize that people like myself, if I think it's a good lineup, and I'll probably look at going
Yeah.
this year because it's in December. I've already put the dates down at work today.
Yeah.
Because like fuck yeah, that could be a sick one. But they've had good lineups.
Yeah.
You know, I think last year they had like Limp Bizkit and Pennywise. They had I make them suffer. I think we're playing. There were quite a few good
Mm.
bands, but yeah. But it just blows me away. Who else was I talking to? Oh no, my mate Jamin today, and he was just like, "But will it go over here because so many festivals are getting cancelled?"
Yeah. I guess if they make it $300, then people just won't go, and then
But you don't mind. See, for me, I don't mind paying that much to see fucking 10 bands. Well,
yeah,
20
I
bands.
guess.
You're gonna pay that to go and see Green Day on there.
Yeah.
People pay it.
I paid 200 to go to Knotfest last year, and
Yeah.
I liked all the bands, like
Yeah.
legit every single one.
Yeah.
But then this year I didn't go, but it was like 250 as well, and I'm like, oh, it's just gonna go up $50 every single year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
Maybe
so-
if Dead Heat headlines it.
well, I've got to get my vocals in line.
Yeah, you'll have to be ready
Gotta
as
run,
the
run,
lead
run,
singer,
run,
man.
run. Gotta get those covers.
Yeah, computer games. So good.
So here's a hypothetical. What's it called?
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical question. If you say you didn't know me at all, and I was doing a festival here in Geraldton, how much do you think it would cost me to get Dead Heat to come over? No,
Cost you, man.
yeah, like
Jeez.
say if you never knew me, but because now I know it cost me like $20 to get you all here.
You just got to send us some of those nighttime photos that you send to the chat group.
Stop it.
But
But
got
the
the SC now.
probably Big C now. It's probably getting G'd up down there. Stop it. But technically, so you would charge travel. I'd say that most festivals would do accommodation for the bands, wouldn't they? They would sort that out, surely.
I guess if you're traveling across the country, perhaps.
Yeah, or would you would you just include that into your costing?
Don't know. I guess it depends on, like, if you were like, oh yeah, I don't know. If it was, I don't know what it would. If there's anything that you would substitute it for, like, endless food and drink, or
Yeah, well,
like accommodation, or whatever that.
Well, when I think about my dream one, right?
Yeah.
I've already got the fucking hotel ready. I haven't got it ready, but I've got the hotel which has a restaurant downstairs, which you just book out the whole fucking hotel,
Yeah.
and you'd book out the
Full of
restaurant,
bands.
just full of bands, and the food would just be supplied breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Whoever's there, and so you just have like a buffet.
Yeah.
And then so I would book that and then just pay for their pay for their flights and whatever the costing would
Yeah.
be.
I mean, for us, we're like a tiny little local band. We'd
As I said, $20.
like $20.
$20 to get you all here.
Yeah, see, there you go. Man, if the exposure from that sort of thing would be bigger than any sort of money that
But
unless we got kicked off the stage and then
it's
no one ever
Geraldton,
played
mate.
ever
You'll get
again.
kicked off the stage just for fucking promoting moshing, all right?
Yeah, unless I'm blowing out smoke out of my mouth
Yeah.
because it's the middle of winter.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was trying to think like every band would have their different costings, of course.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for
you
sure. The big
you
bands,
need,
you'd be looking at money, that's for sure.
yeah, fucking big bands. You know, you're looking at big money, but you would also want the medium bands who are still looking at big money, and then you'd have the fillers, which are the local bands.
Mm. The feels, man.
The feels, mate. The
You
feels.
have the feels.
Are you,
We'll
are
come
you
play the
trying to
feels.
fucking trying to promote your band again?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a slot at the gig.
Fine. It's got 5 members in it. They're called
Yeah,
Deadhead.
that's right.
I'm
That
I'm
means
lead
we all
singer.
get to stay at your house.
Fuck no, my wife won't let you stay at the house. Trust me. All right, let's go on song of the week. Fuck, because we both chose the same fucking one because it was fucking
Yeah, let's
hilarious.
go.
It was
All right.
hilarious. It was hilarious this week.
It was hilarious.
So Watto messaged me. Oh, we were talking actually. Weren't we zooming? We were talking because we've talked a few times this week. And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking so frothed about this band. I'm so fucking. Oh man, I'm so frothed." And they're from the Czech Republic, and I'm like going, "Oh yeah, cool, nice, all right." Anyway, and then it was yesterday, and I'm listening to my fucking playlist from last week, and I just looked across when this band was playing. I was like, "Oh, they're from the Czech Republic." I guarantee you that Watto's got the same fucking band that I was picking as my number one this week. And we fucking
I just felt like this was going to happen every single week because
I don't think
man,
so because fucking that seriously the
you gone on metalcore on me anyway, which I like.
Yeah, well, I fucking what I say.
I said I'd bring metal and pop influence to the podcast. It's not gonna be
Only at the
fun anymore.
movies. If I had found them earlier,
yeah,
it was the fact I left this band that we're about to talk about. I left them from last week.
right.
I'd missed them. They were there.
Yeah,
But I've gone on. But because I did a bit of a cover, so, but definitely this band fucking gave me chills. But I'll let you take it away. Go.
Oh, so we have a band from the Czech Republic, 4-piece punk band. They're called Rabies, and they released a song. They released a song this week. Rabies, number one song. Anyway, the song they released this week or last week, sorry, on the Friday, was called Quitters, and it's like a 1-minute banger.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's 54 seconds long. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. But then I checked out the release before that, which is called Two Magnets, which is from 1 week earlier. And that is
fucking
sick.
so good, man.
Yeah.
And I got chills. It just fucking took me back.
Yeah,
man.
Why
I love this
harmonies in that. Oh, dude, like,
so good.
Man, that's right up my alley. That stuff, and it's super fast, and it's just catchy. Everything they do, and even like I don't know, they've got a little bit of accent in, like Czech Republic, and so it kind of separates.
Well, they sing pretty
and,
English pretty well, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but dude, all their stuff. I went.
Oh.
They've had what 3 or 4 singles this year already.
Yeah.
So I'll be excited for that album release whenever that may be.
But I have
the
played them on the
one.
show before. I played them episodes ago. Because I have been following, so that's why I knew about Two Magnets. Two magnets.
Two magnets.
Magnets.
Two
magnets. Fucking
mad.
That's all. My mates listen to this for me to fuck up lyrics and fucking band names.
Oh yeah. Well, there
that's
you go.
the whole point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rabies, Two Magnets. Fucking, it's a fucking banger, man.
It's so good. That says on their Spotify supports of Billy Talent, Anti-Flag, Lagwagon, Ignite, Evergreen Terrace, Mute. Like they've had massive supports around. So, but 2 previous full-length LPs.
Yep.
And they have done a bit in their time by the looks, but so sick, man. Oh, I love it. Love it.
So good.
Tasteful guitar lead. And
just catchy as fuck, eh?
Yeah, man.
Just that melodic fucking it's so good. So good.
Yeah, man.
But that was us. So we are actually calling this section. What do we call it?
Well, we were going to go with the Baker's Dozen, weren't we?
The Baker's Dozen, which if you're not a baker and you don't know what that is, that's 13. So we both choose 6 and we take one out of those 6 to make our song of the week. And Two Magnets from Rabies was an easy pick. It apart from, as I said, at the movies, if they had to come a little bit early, I would have tossed it up to you. And I think one would have been 1 week and one would have been the other, but too late now. So next week we'll find something different.
Too late now.
Oh, guess what? Sorry, we've actually hijacked, haven't we, Watto? We've come in and we've hijacked this podcast because we've got some huge news. This is a section that we call
IP Weekly.
UP Weekly. I'm pretty sure I pee every couple of hours. I don't know how you do it every weekly. It's that part of the show where we do play a band off P Records. And where do we find P Records there, Watto?
precords.com.
And there's heaps of cool stuff there. There's merch. There's all sorts there. I've just went and got myself a one of the big bag things and a jacket.
Sick, man. Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. All the bands, all the releases are on there, and yeah,
Yeah.
all the sick merch.
Go support the little guys, and it's so cheap. Like, if you go buy a surf shirt, it's going to cost you $50. I mean, one of these shirts, P Records, things like $30. Get in there, support. But this week's huge. Watto, we've got a huge opportunity here, and we're very, very grateful, aren't we? We're almost embarrassed, aren't we?
That's huge. It's so
huge.
cool, man. It's so awesome.
It's almost like we're I don't know, but today we get to premiere a song that's never been heard. We shout out to Pete for organising it and getting all the okay for us to do it. But we're stoked. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So keen.
So keen. So today we are premiering first time. You're going to hear this song before, and it gets released when, Watto?
Friday, probably, what is it, New Music Friday? It'll be out Friday morning on the streaming platforms.
Yep, Friday the 9th, which is only 2 days away, but so we get to post this a couple of days early. It's a brand new song from All Hopes Remain. They're a band out of Geelong, Victoria. So excited. This song is called Standing By. It's off their upcoming album called Find My Way, which is out on the 20th of September on P Records, Disconnect, and Double Helix Records. I tell you what, we've listened to it, Watto, and what do you think?
I love it, man.
It's
It
sick,
speaks to me, yeah, man.
And the trouble with
Unfortunately,
you...
it speaks to me about a time in my life. But yeah, so sick, man. I loved it, dude. It was really cool.
Yeah,
So
So we are very humble, and thanks to the guys, the band, and whoever involved for letting us do this. But to get us there to hear the song for the first time, the band themselves have done their own little intro.
Hey listeners, this is Tones from All Hope Remains. We're thrilled to premiere our latest track, Standing By. This song dives deep into the frustration of working tirelessly for something that never quite arrives. Standing By is our second single from our upcoming album, Find My Way. And for us, it's a hidden gem and a standout track that we can't wait for you to hear. So crank up the volume and get ready. You're about to experience it first right here on the Baker's Punk Podcast.
Sure as hell won't disappear. I'm staying put 'cause
Anyway, should we talk about albums of the past or some shit?
Yeah, I think we should.
Should we?
Think
should
that's
we?
pretty good.
Albums of the past.
That'd be a good segment.
It would be a good segment. I left it there because well, it would have played anyway.
Maybe it did again.
No, it's
We
good.
got the real version and the mouth guitar version.
Yep, done well.
Yeah.
Albums of the past. So this year we're going to 2001. How'd you go? Fucking let's bring that shit up.
It wasn't as hard as last week.
Oh, it was still pretty hard, but not as hard. But for me, I didn't even have to think this
There's
week.
nothing wrong with hard, man. Don't worry about it.
Well, I don't know how big your heart is, but it doesn't sound like it's hard at all.
Shower, not a grower. Grower, not a shower.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe I got it the wrong way around.
Anyway, carry on.
Man. So let's have a look. Should I just name a bunch because it's another one of those years that you can't really. Actually, no. I'll say that All Killer No Filler was probably the biggest album for me. Sum 41.
Yep,
That was pretty.
that's pretty big, man.
That was like I want to be in a band that does that.
Yeah,
and like they write the catchy songs, but they have a bunch of solos and things, and the video clips are funny, and it was just sort of punk, super punky, but mixed with all the pop stuff. And yeah, I used to love it, man. I used to learn all the songs. It was same as last week or like the year before. It was like I was starting out on the guitar, so I was like learning all the stuff from all the bands, and it was heaps of time playing those and finding mates who played the same sort of stuff. And I had a couple of guys that I used to work with at Woolies down there, and we used to have a little bit of jam and Ataris and things like that. There's an Ataris album in there.
There is definitely
a bit of that. $1 Short. Phoenix TX was out that year.
Oh, yep.
Pulley, Strike Anywhere. Actually, with Pulley, I didn't listen to Pulley until a few years later when I saw them. Actually, I didn't see them. I went to Warp Tour in Melbourne a few years later.
Yeah, okay,
and I got one of those sampler CDs, and Ocean Song was on there from that album. Together Again for the First Time, I think it was called.
Okay.
And that's when I got into them. But anyway, a couple of years down the track.
Yeah.
But that came out in 2001 as well. Elva came out by Unwritten Law, which is a touch heavier than Thingo. And I left school to go and listen to it in my car.
Yep.
And I remember skipping the class, or like there was a project or something that was due that day or whatever, and I hadn't get it done or whatever. And I knew I used to date a girl who was in Launceston, 2 hours north in Hobart, in Tassie.
Yeah, was that your sister?
Yeah. She was my sister, but she lived 2 hours away, so that's what we used to say. So we didn't,
So you weren't sisters if you lived 2 hours away?
No, it was my mum.
Okay,
I dated me mum.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And
it sure wasn't Phil.
Phil. Not yet. We'll get to that in another episode.
Okay,
No, so I've got the album, skipped the class, and I'm like, mum won't know, my parents won't know I'm skipping school to listen to Unwritten Law. Yeah. And my girlfriend traveled down on the bus from Launceston, which probably took like 1,000 hours. And I was supposed to go pick her up afterwards. And because I was in the car listening to Unwritten Law for hours, I got a flat battery. My car wouldn't start. So I had to call my mum and say, hey, I skipped school. Can you go and pick up the girlfriend from the bus stop? And I got busted. And it was a terrible time, but who cares? And you're frozen on me.
So have you.
Look at that face. Oh, you got frozen the best face there.
You were like this, like that was you. As far and I must freeze first and then you.
Yeah.
You're like you fucking.
Does it delete my whole story of talking? Do I have to say
I could
it all
hear
again?
No, I could hear it all, which is good because sometimes you can't hear shit.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So your album was All Killer No Filler?
All Killer No Filler was number one, I think. Yeah, I did listen to that Ataris one a lot, and that was kind of the emo direction when I sort of start. If I wrote songs about relationships and all that, a lot of it started from sort of Ataris listening because that's what he'd sing about. But anyway, Sum 41. That would be the winner this year.
I mean, there were a few other albums. Blink 182. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, Alkaline Trio, From Here to Infinity, Rise Against, The Unraveling, Jimmy Eat World, The Middle, Propaganda's today's Empires, tomorrow is Ashes, who we discussed that with Todd. Well, I did on the podcast about doing because they remastered that one. Green Day's International Super Hits.
Oh yes.
That was pretty cool. What else do we have? Pennywise, Land of the Free.
Mm.
There's a few. What else haven't you mentioned? And there's Anti-Flag.
Oh, Press and Hold came out on $1 Shorts EP. That was pretty big for me too.
Okay, Guard Mouse Covered with Ants
Yeah,
as well.
they just toured that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
What year would that have been then? 23 years. They're a bit like.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so my one was a no-brainer. I didn't even have to look at the year. Mine was Bigwig.
Yeah.
An Invitation to Tragedy. Which is their third studio album. Come out on Fearless. On what date was it? September 18th, 2001. Probably one of my all-time favorite albums. That was when I'd only been in Australia not for that long, and the story about the album is I conned the young little kid, Chris Barnes. He was he'd only worked Saturdays in the bakery at Franklin Supermarket, and he was a little grommet into his bodyboarding as well. So we got on really, really well. He was probably so he would have been 16 and I was like 20. I was like 22.
Yeah.
And
Creepy.
so no, well, we just had the same interest.
Yeah.
So I'd take him surfing and shit. So we were surfing all this like
Yeah.
after work, and then we were at Sunflower Records,
Mm.
and I saw this. And I was like, dude, because he was looking for an album. I was like, you've got to buy this, man.
Yeah.
Fucking just buy. I didn't have enough money back then. I was a poor baker, and he bought it, and I was like, we were listening to it, not in the car, because I had a fucking old 1976 Corona wagon. Is it? They called it the Ernie Dingo. My mates did, and I'm not going to explain to the international people about Ernie Dingo, but you can look them up. But it was a blue car, but the paint was sort of fading, and you know when paint starts to go wrong, and it's like got like a chalk, and you can draw on it. It's like, I don't know, like a powder. Anyway, my mates from New Zealand come over and they were all drawing over it. So I had all these fucking drawings all over it. The gear knob had gone. It was an old piece of shit. And I remember coming home from work one day. I'm just going off into a different direction. And I come past Pack Fair there and I saw the cots behind me. And of course, this thing's a piece of shit. And I turned left and I was going through this roundabout. I come up to lights and it turned orange. I was like, I fucking left you behind, cunts. And I wasn't speeding. Next month, I look at my rear vision mirror. This cop car is fucking sideways. And I mean fucking hanging it around this fucking corner. And I'm just going, what the fuck? I don't know how they didn't hit the power pole. The back end was swinging around that much. And I just went, fuck. And next minute, they come up behind me. And I'm just like, okay. And I just pulled up the street that I need to turn to come back around to my eye street, and I just indicated they turned on their lights, and they pulled me over, and they're like, "Oh, just doing a license check," and I was like, "Fuck, I thought I was in the shit the way that you come around that corner."
Yeah.
And it was a chick driver. She goes, "Oh yeah, I got a little bit out of control there." She just laughed, and then they were looking at the car going, "This is actually pretty cool," because it was just like graffiti, like a fucking hippie car.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they didn't look at the gear knob. There was no gear knob or anything like that. But
Yeah.
that was my
Not gonna ask why.
anyway, yeah. I would leave the gear knob on, all right. But anyway, back to the story. I didn't actually buy the CD at the start.
Yeah.
I
right.
got old Chris to burn it for me. And so I was a bit
Poor
of a cheek.
little guy.
Yeah, poor young guy. I got it to buy it so he could burn it for me.
Yeah.
We
That's how much you liked it. Yeah.
We won't tell Tom Petter that I'd done that.
That's all right. I'm
anyways,
sure you own the CD now.
I do.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to come on at the moment.
No.
But yeah. Anyway, that I'd not long been full in love with my wife. Oh, cute.
So cute.
So this album got absolutely smashed when it was my last trip to New Zealand, to my hometown, before I moved over west. So I'd landed at midnight. I was driving home takes three, so midnight to 3 a.m. Complete black, dark over the Alps, and this album was just fucking cranking, and a lot of it reminded me of the wife. So
yeah, that's cool.
So it's got its place in a very I put that on there, and I'm in this blue Corolla, not my one, in a hire car. I can still see myself. I'm weird like that. Listening and singing to this album. So it's got its definitely got its place in my heart as being one of my favorite albums of all time, because it's timeless.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a good story. I love albums like that. Hey,
Oh, it's
like
just,
no matter how much you listen to them, no matter what you do, it'll
Oh.
still take you to a place that
It time
will
wants
be the-
me, eh?
Yeah,
The whole album is fucking sick, man. And you know what? They haven't released anything since 2006, man.
Yeah, right.
Is it reclamation? I think reclamation, which came out in 2006. Yeah, pretty sad.
Yeah.
So Tom, I saw Tom post not that long ago something like should I release? It wasn't him. It was like, excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. Should I release a new song or single? And it was someone had said it, and it's like, nah, probably not.
Mm.
And I'm like, Tom, just fucking put some new music out, mate.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Never know. Maybe he's honey dicking him.
Nah.
Trying to get us all
last year.
interested.
That was
Yeah.
last year. Easy. I don't even know if they're a band, or well, they haven't done anything for years, but they could be playing at the Good Things. They've never
Yeah.
been to Australia,
There you go.
but they will be playing at my fucking
The
festival
Bakers Punk Festival.
if I win Lotto tomorrow night.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow night, hey. It's a
Oh,
big
sorry,
one.
on Thursday night. 30
Yeah.
mil. 30 mil be heaps.
30 mil's not big compared to what they normally have, is it?
No, it's big enough. 30 mil's enough.
I mean, yeah.
Fucking
Man, if
30
I
mils
won-
heaps, mate.
If I won $20, at least that'd double my earnings from coming over to your festival.
Fuck, it'll pay fucking for your next ticket, mate. That's about it.
Yeah, man.
So
cool.
so that's pretty much the we've run through that pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a good chat. But there's been some sick fucking releases, eh? I don't like doing honourable shout outs, because I like to keep them in case I want to use them next week.
For bands of the week or
Yeah, like
finds of the week.
yeah, just like finds of the week.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
All right. Let's not
Yeah.
talk about any more bands then.
no fucking bands.
What
I'm just looking at my notes in case I've forgotten anything. I'm thinking I've covered every issue that we needed to. Anything you want to add?
Unwritten Law released an Australian tour. I
Yes,
saw.
They did. Yes. Which is I fucking spewing because I had the dates in American. And it's
back to
at-
re- back
yeah,
to
so it had the 11th to the 10th, and I'm like, no, the 10th of the 11th, and I'm like, to Lolly, who I talked about earlier, I'm doing a family shoot for them in Perth.
Yeah.
I was like, is that when I'm in Perth for your thing? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Uh,
sick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on a winner, and then I realized that they were all
Other way around.
they were all the 11th, the 10th.
Yeah.
So I was like,
October dates.
fucking October dates.
Uh-huh.
Can't go anywhere in October. Too busy taking photos of pretty people.
Yeah. Must be a huge month for the old well, it's just busy towards the end of the year, isn't it? For weddings.
Yeah. So
Smash it.
end of where are we? Yeah. So I've got one next week, and
Yeah.
then not this weekend, but the week after. And then it starts September, October. It's fucking on balls to the wall. So our podcast then will be like, "Hey, going cool. This song's really good. Thanks.
Yeah,
for
what did you
tuning
do
in."
this week? Oh, I
Yeah.
took photos.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
editing fucking 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
Nice.
Watto. Thanks
Sweet.
for catching up.
No worries. Good chat. Good pod.
We'll catch you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. I quite like you being here. Okay.
Look at us.
Oh, stop it. This has been
bad.
episode 52.
53.
I tricked you. I
Yeah, I saw you look in your eyes. You were like, oh, Timmy gets it.
Yeah, got you nearly. Episode 53 here on the Bakers Punk Podcast.
It's the Bakers Punk. It's the Bakers Punk. It's the Bakers Punk Podcast. It's the Bakers Punk Podcast. And sometimes Watto's here too.